Getting a very nice cake, yummy cake and sweet cake depends on the recipe, the measurement of the cake ingredients and the procedure. So guys, you are welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Bake with Apex. On this video, I'll be showing you how to make a one butter cake with the right measurement, the right procedure and the right ingredients. So guys, let's hop into the process. So these are all the ingredients needed to make a cake at home. It's just a one butter cake. So we need all this. So I'll be listing for you everything with measurements that you need for this simple birthday cake. So the first thing needed to be done is to cut open your butter and then pour in the sugar. The butter is 250 gram. 250 gram of butter. Open and put in a stainless bowl for creaming. Put in your 1 cup of sugar. In this tutorial, we are going to be creaming it manually. We'll be using our wooden spoon to cream. So if you don't have mixer or you feel like using your hands, you can go ahead and cream your butter using your wooden spoon like this. So you have to cream it till fluffy for like 15 to 25 minutes. Cream it to be very fluffy before you start adding every other ingredient. Guys, at this point you can see that the butter is well creamed. In case if this is your first time of creaming butter and you are wondering if it's well creamed or not before you start adding every other ingredients, let me show you a technique in which you can use to know that your butter is well creamed. Now get a bowl of water or just water enough to do the work. So you scoop your mixture, your butter mixture like this, drop it inside the bowl, and if it floats like this, it shows that your butter is well creamed. So that is, if this is your first time of doing this, this will actually show you that your butter is well creamed. And at this point, you should start adding every other ingredients. And another way you can use to know that your butter is well creamed is when the butter changes in color from that yellow butter color to creamy color like this, and also if the butter lighten in weight, if the texture change to a foamy texture like this, actually shows you that it's well creamed. So at this point, we'll start to mix our dry ingredients and we'll continue. So in this one butter cake, we'll be needing 2.5 cup of flour, and it's needed to be sieved. So this is how you measure your flour. This is how you measure your flour. You don't fool it to the top like that. You smoothen it like this. Like I said, we need 2 cups, 2.5 cups of flour. That is the measurement. Then you sieve. Make sure you sieve your flour anytime you're using it to bake. So the next thing we need to add to our powdered or dry ingredients is the baking powder, baking soda, preservative, nutmeg, optional, and salt if you need it or if you want. So the quantity of the baking powder is 1.5 teaspoon. You can decide to put it in your mixture like this direct, or you sieve it to avoid lumps. So 1.5 teaspoon, this is 1 teaspoon, and this is half teaspoon. Baking soda, the same quantity, 1.5 teaspoon as well. One, then half. Then you need your preservative, 1 teaspoon. 1 teaspoon of preservative. Then you sieve. So like I said, this nutmeg is optional. If you don't want it, no need to add it. So you just add pinch, just a little enough to enhance your flavor. The essence of adding nutmeg to my pastry is to enhance every other flavor I'll be adding. And after that, you just mix all the dry ingredients together and keep it aside. And go ahead to break your egg. So this is our egg. We're making use of 5 whole chicken eggs. So we go ahead to crack open our egg separately. Make sure you're using a healthy egg that is still okay. So after cracking open the egg, you go ahead and whisk the egg properly. So here we have our cream butter, we have our dry ingredients, we have our wet ingredients. So the next thing to do is to pour the egg mixture, the egg, into the butter. Go ahead to mix it properly. After that, you pour in the dry ingredients and mix. So while mixing this, make sure you don't overmix this batter so that it will not be too hard or too dense before you bake it or after baking. Just try to mix it enough to combine every ingredient before you bake. So as it is now, you know we've not added any flavor to this, but we are going to be sharing this batter into 2, and after sharing it into 2, then we'll be mixing 2 different flavors to it. So in this first batter here is a vanilla flavor cake. So we'll be adding 1 teaspoon of vanilla flavor to it and mix. And this vanilla flavor doesn't require any color. So we just go in, mix in the flavor and put in a cake pan to bake. And this second batter here is my strawberry flavor cake. You all know the color of strawberry is red, so I'll be putting red color to this before adding the flavor. And this is the flavor, the strawberry flavor. You can see it's also red in color, so I'll put 1 teaspoon of strawberry flavor to it and mix. So in readiness for your baking, you grease your pan using either butter or oil. After rubbing your butter in the baking pan like this, then you sprinkle a little flour and gobble it like this. The reason for doing this is to enable the cake to come out very freely when it's baked, in case you are not using a parchment paper or baking paper. So this is the easiest method of getting your cake out of your pan without stress. So the 2 batter, the strawberry flavor and the vanilla flavor. Then after putting it in your cake pan like this, you just tap it. Make sure you tap it on the table like this. The reason for tapping it is to knock out every air bubble or any space that the batter might have created inside, so that when it's baked it will not have any space or air bubble after baking. So at this point you're going to bake. So this is your time, the time to bake. So if you are going to bake, you bake in your medium heat oven in 200 or 220 degrees centigrade for 30 minutes. So guys, this is the outcome of our strawberry cake and vanilla cake. So this is how to bake a cake at home, homemade birthday cake, before icing. Hope you like the cake and the outcome of our work. Hope you are going to try this at home. Thank you for watching. See you again in our next video. Please subscribe, like, and also share. We love you.